Okay, hello. Currently we have 10 responses, that's cool. I'm gonna ping everyone again. I'm just gonna make an announcement here real quick. Application, focus. With regards to the final art quality. It. I'm too lazy to write this properly, oh my god. Where is the link? I need the link. Okay, that's the last 24-hour announcement there. So basically, there's a bit of a accident with the with me starting the YouTube stream. I didn't want to start the YouTube stream, and then I thought I might as well start it because I'm doing a decently long stream. And then once I started, I immediately realized that I can't have it because I'm gonna play copyright music, so I stopped it. So that's why it's 15 seconds. I'm gonna go delete it off the archive later, but maybe I can keep it. It's kind of funny. But yes, so I've been trying to color this thing that I've been working on since yesterday. It's not great, I don't think. It's not like it's super amazing or anything. But as mentioned before, it's just something that is somewhat acceptable. Like all the simple color ones that we did before, right? And hopefully, I don't know. Like I don't really like what this is right now. I don't know what else I can do to fix it. It is to the same level of kind of finish, if not a little bit more polished. Right? We just don't have as many elements, for example, like frills and tiny stuff like that. So it looks kind of boring, but it's about the same thing. Some of the shapes I don't like, but I think not all of those is about the same thing. I've been trying out different colors, right? Originally, it was just, I picked the colors from before. And it's got a bit of like a saturated area in the middle here. And decently saturated shadows to add more colors. And that's kind of okay, but also kind of, you know, we want to try something else. And then after that, right now these edges are just one like straight edge. I started trying to soften some of the edges a little bit, while keeping everything else the same. I don't know if it necessarily changes that much. In fact, maybe with this kind of colors, maybe it should have been a little bit more stylized, right, on the left side. But then after that, I started to tone down some of the saturation a little bit more. The skin ones especially. Try to change up a little bit of colors in the back. then I realized that, hey, a lot of the shadows are pretty blue, you know, like all these shadows are going towards the blue side. We don't have a lot of warm colors. So then I pushed up the warm colors a little bit more. I made the shadows a little bit warmer. And the conclusion is that I don't know. Like I don't really feel for it either one way or another that much. Oh man, I've gotten very tired all of a sudden since I just stopped streaming half an hour ago. Yeah, I don't know about the reflected light. Yeah, so far I don't know yet. It doesn't really look that nice. The originals, theirs is a lot more polished. I don't know. Like for me, if I look at other people draw stuff, it always feels better than what I can do. But the really good thing that they have is that really dark coat, the really dark clothing. It contrasts so well with everything else being so light. Us, we don't quite have that. So going forwards, I'm not actually sure what I want to do at this point, because I could continue to try different colors and ideas, but at this point, it might be at the limit. But going up from here, I don't know how to go up from here. I might have to browse Pinterest for a bit. Oh man, I'm so tired all of a sudden. Shit. Usually if I didn't stream in the afternoon, I would have just taken a nap, I think. That's what keeps me alive for the 3 hours. Now that I don't have that, it's a little bit... I feel so drained. Can I do something here? Hello, Ibukize. Hello, Devay. Oh, I've seen that stuff on Pinterest before, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe I might work on something else that isn't like like this. I think... Man, I'm so tired all of a sudden. Holy shit. I'm falling asleep right now, sitting here. Yeah, I'm getting. I'm just kind of zoning out. I really like these pieces. It just feels really nice to. It looks like what's really fun to draw. Oh, what is this? I like this too. Oh, hello there. Hello there. What? I see. Following this artist. Of course I am. I just sent them anyways because I brought them up, but I just want to take a closer look at the details here. Wait, haven't we been here before? I distinctly remember this piece because I really like how it was. I remember being here. Aha. Oh, do we? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess. You zoom out and look at it and see if it makes sense, right? And then in the beginning, you can just put down a bunch of colors with a bunch of texture brush and just see what kind of colors is gonna emerge from there. And then later on, you can zoom out a bit and paint in to make sure that the values are correct. Then everything will hold, even if it's a bunch of shades in there. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do today. We just started, but I technically have been on for like 6 hours now. Right. Oh, the valley's a lot closer than I thought. I thought it was gonna be further away. Maybe I can paint today and not think about things so much. I say it as though I can do it comfortably. I did do a little bit of coloring for this, I think. I've been trying to figure out the colors for this, but this one, I actually did pick colors from the reference here. And then eventually, once I finished picking, I actually didn't like the colors, so I changed it slightly here and there. Just ever so slightly, I think. So I could technically paint this, but if possible, if you're gonna paint, I think I probably prefer just using a photograph for everything. So I can take away the difficulty of figuring out the comps and certain details and stuff. Gesture drawings. I would love to do gesture drawings, man. Like gesture drawings and line drawings, like any form of sketch would be so much more enjoyable than having to grind out colors over and over. At this point, I just have to touch colors because I don't feel like I'm going anywhere without touching colors and shapes. This looks really nice. Just put a character up front, use the entire photo for reference, and then just paint. Again, easier said than done. Not to mention the colors and everything. Right, yeah, I always forget that there is the exercise, isn't there? Like you just limit yourself to few different values, and you have to stylize. It can definitely help, yeah, indeed. So I think I'm just really tired all of a sudden. I want to find something that's easy to do, but it's still not that doesn't require like too much thinking technically. Something I can just copy and paste, like a photo study like this. Perhaps it might be a little bit easier to copy and paste. I can do a somewhat black and white version of it, and then overlay some colors on top for the light parts and the dark parts, and then just go off from there and just start painting. Leveraging some of these for reference, for color reference and stuff. Color and rendering reference. Oh, they did this one too. Don't we have it in our board here, I think? Oh, in the other board, I think. Oh, thank you for the suggestion though, Ibukize. あれ？待って、これ。Yeah, I don't think I'll have any goals for tonight. I think I'm just gonna let loose for a bit. I'll just do whatever that comes to mind at this point. I kind of want to give this a shot. I don't know if I can get that far though, honestly. I'm just curious what it might look like if I just do a quick sketch with a character in there. でかすぎ？でかいのかな？めっちゃでかいじゃない？ Hello, G-Talk. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I have a bad feeling that I might be sick again. I'm not 100% sure though. Not getting enough sleep is causing a lot of problems. I'm just gonna do head empty. I'm just gonna paint. Yeah. Don't want to think too much. Well, I don't have a fever, but I do feel a little bit, just a little bit sus. Gotta get this cleaned later. Yeah, my body does feel a little bit sus. I always wonder, because previously I've been feeling so terrible, but my temperature is not high. I wonder if it's because of not exercising so long that my base temperature is dropped below 36. So really 36.9 is actually like 37.9 or something. It's okay. I'm implementing keep my body somewhat sweating so that I know that I'm not feeling cold. I won't catch a cold. It's hopefully I'm fine here. actually on autopilot. My mind is completely empty. Oh my god. It is interesting though, like yeah, actually I don't know what I want to say. I feel like some of the stuff that I've seen before is slowly starting to come together. Like the light from the sky, I just remember that, and I just take a slightly brighter and bluer color and I just put it in. I don't really think too much about whether if it looks good or bad. Just put it in. And then just move on. And then if I see it later, I guess, then I can fix that later. Now the hair looks kind of dark. I guess I put a little bit of light in the back, maybe. Maybe that'll look good, maybe it will not. I don't know. Head empty. Just go for it. Whatever. A bit of reflected light from the ground, maybe. I just want to get out the colors where they want, where I want them to go for now. So later on, I think it becomes a bit easier. Hopefully. Is this maybe what painting is supposed to feel like? Yes, I saw that. It had like first time I saw it, it had like, was it 8 million views? Second time I saw it, it had 16 million views. It is interesting. At the very least, I think it shed some light on some of the ones that I've seen on Pinterest or something. Like some of the illustrations that you see on Pinterest, they kind of have the same sort of vibe and effect. So that's how they do it, you know, that's one way to do it. So you don't have to paint in that sort of color range, I suppose. Yeah, definitely. It's all a matter of Star at the end. Is this too loud? Wait, I can't hear myself speak. I made the music really loud so I cannot hear what I'm thinking about. And as a result, I cannot speak either because it's too loud. I think so. Sorry, I said that I didn't want to think, but I got back into my theory crafting, model crafting. Right. Yeah, there's something I missed here, I think. I'm trying to sort it out. So yesterday I created, well, not, was it yesterday? I think yesterday I created this nonsense so that I can have some place to stand, right? And it's kind of okay, it's kind of effective in that regard. But this is still very artificial. Because this is like saying that, hey, depending on the situation, you would draw it differently. And then that's fair enough. But I think what I want to figure out here isn't... Hello, Mizukine, is that you spamming the hearts? But what I want to find out is not, you know, what I would draw in different situations, but what I would draw if, you know, you give me a canvas and you give me a brush and you just ask me to paint, right? So, yes, welcome, Mizukine. Hello there. So yesterday's stuff is good for, in a sense, to stop me from overthinking, because if I kind of suck, I can use that maybe to just ease off a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's not what we want. So what is it that I want, right? Like, I feel like it's the answer is pretty simple. It's just that you draw something, you look at it, you see what is it that you don't like, and then you change it to be something that you like, or you try something that you might like, right? And then eventually over time you figure out what is it that you like, and that's what I want to find out. And yeah, it could be balance, it could be shapes, it could be colors, it could be proportion, it could be anything, right? As long as you look at a piece that you've done and you are like, hey, I don't like this part about it, that means that there's something that you're dissatisfied with it, right? And if you change it to be something you like, and you fix every single part of the illustration to the point where you like every single part of it, then isn't that, you know, isn't the result exactly what is it that you want in terms of finding your own personal voice and personal style? Because that is everything you like. And I think that is the ultimate goal of the series of streams, to find where is that point where everything is just satisfactory. And of course it's gonna take a long time. I see it now, especially with all these trial and error, and I'm starting to get a feel for what it really is going to take, right? The amount of time and iterations that it's going to take. But hello, Kirio. By any case, right now I'm just trying to sort out the that model in my head, because you have a current. Let's say you're drawing something, you have a current position, right? That makes a lot of sense. And then from there, you're going to evaluate it based on the target that's in your head, right? Whatever target that you think is it that you want. Oops. And then you just evaluate it. And then this evaluation gives you some amount of data, like, hey, I think like I don't like the color, or I think I don't like it because it is too blue or too red or something like that. But there's this margin of error in there. Because I'm looking at this piece here, and I'm just, my head is kind of empty, right? I look at the reference, I look at the two colors that I want, and I'm just thinking, okay, lighting is going to go a little bit pinker, a little bit redder. Anything in the shadow, just make it blue and purple, right? So I don't think about it too much. And then after that, I'll be like, hey, there's some trees here and there, so they're going to be a little bit greener than the rest of the stuff. So let me just push it a little bit more towards the green side, which is just a bit more cyan, right? So that's how that came about. And then the character just took some time to sort of sort out the colors until it no longer looks weird. But then even at this point in time, I can kind of sit here and be like, yeah, for the most part, it's fine, right? I'm not a big fan, but it's fine. But that's the part, like, I'm not a big fan, and I'm just okay with it. I don't know where to go from here. And that's the margin of error that I'm thinking of. Honestly, it doesn't really matter for just drawing. Like, if you guys are just drawing, I don't, honestly, I feel like half the time the stuff that I'm sprouting on stream is completely useless for most of you guys, because a lot of this is because I get too overthinking with everything. I start to think that, hey, this sucks because the color sucks. This sucks because I just don't feel so good about it. And now I'm trying to basically model it out so that I can tell myself to shut the hell up. Because I'm now saying that, hey, your evaluation is going to have the margin of error, right? And this margin of error here, it's just due to inexperience, I presume, right? Because either you're due to inexperience with technicals, because maybe there's something technically wrong, or it's just inexperience with drawing it in this set of color, right? Over time, as you draw with the same set of colors, you're eventually going to tune it a little bit better for different situations. And that would then feed it back into this evaluation part. And it will lower the margin of error and allow you to make a decision that bring your current closer to the target. So that's what I'm thinking here. So due to inexperience here. So the reason why I'm crafting this is because now I can justify to myself that, hey, this is the model that I agree on, right? I'm agreeing that in order to find my style, I have to sit here and in my own headspace, not look at that many reference or not be too swayed by the reference. Just ask myself, what is it that I do not like? What is it that I want to fix, right? But that always creates a lot of noise at this stage, and as a result, I cannot move on because my decision is always to move backwards and not to just go on to the next stage, right? Not go to next. So right now, that's precisely what I'm seeing. I'm unsure about the colors, right? I think it's fine, but I'm not 100% sure. And that's this error here. Wait, let me just finish this. Either technical or preference, right? So that's where I am right now, and I'm finding myself impossible to move on. So that's why I'm crafting this. I'm saying, since you already agree on this part, and this is an inherent part of the thing that you agreed upon, then just shut the hell up and move on, right? Like, so that gives me that ability to move away from getting stuck in this loop. So yeah, I think I'll just move on from now. For now, I don't know what is it that I don't like. This is very reminiscent. So actually, this part here is interesting because this evaluation is not only evaluating the current, but also dependent on a little bit of what you have been doing so far. I don't know if this makes a lot of sense, right? So I think evaluating what we have right now makes a lot of sense. I'm just looking at this and I'm just thinking, hey, what do I like? What do I not like? But there's also another part where depending on what you have been doing, right, you kind of get a little bit overwhelmed. And a good example would be the other sketches that I've done of like wonky ass anime faces that I did for like entire half a year or like entire year or something. I would draw a face, right? Of course, without reference. I would draw a face. And you would think like it looks bad, right? And you would think that, hey, you don't have a reference, of course it's gonna look bad. And that makes a lot of sense, right? But the point isn't that I suck because of the lack of reference. The point is that I'm running this exact same model. I'm just sitting there and asking myself, hey, what do I not like about the current face? And I try to do it. And then whatever result that comes out, I then make a decision as to whether if it's good or not, right? The evaluation tells me. And back then, the same thing happened. There's a lot of error of like, hey, I think it looks fine, but it doesn't really look 100%. I'm not sure why. And I think it's just because like I've been either running this loop too many times, or something that I've done is influencing my decision, right? If you draw something previously that was too red, you might overcompensate in something else that you draw next, just because of the previous experience. And then you come back the next day and realize that, hey, now it's too green or something like that. So right now we're at the stage where I think I've exhausted this thing, where I'm at the limit of my ability to evaluate at this point in time. I feel like it can go better, but I do not know how. And right, part of that is inexperience, part of that is just being overwhelmed, part of that is just, you know, that's it. So I think at this point I should just go to next. Previously, I think there's a good chance that I will just end, and the reason is because if you don't feel that good about where you are right now, to continue to build on top of that, especially knowing that this building process, right, like we're gonna have to sort out the anatomy, we're gonna have to sort out all these details in the back, and all along the colors may be wrong, and then at some stage if you start to realize that, hey, the colors are wrong, right, do you go back and fix everything, or do you just suck it up and just finish it off? You know, I think the correct solution for me right now is to just suck it up and just finish it. But previously I would anticipate this issue happening and I'll be like, hey, that's gonna be a situation that sucks, let me just end it here, right? Let me just start a new sequence, right? So let's say this is for this, right? I've reached my limit, right? Why don't I, instead of continuing to do this, let it sit aside and then push the next one, so I can start an entirely new process here of like the next piece. So but anyways, I think either one kind of works, as long as I do come back and you know, reevaluate this. Actually, I am currently sitting on this one here, right? This one actually is kind of fine, partly because I currently think it's kind of fine, and also because we do have an example before, right? The piece by Min, which is in here somewhere. I don't know where I put the reference, but so we know for a fact that the colors themselves are kind of alright, and I just have to figure out what it is gonna go in the background, blah 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 blah, and then we can move on. Oh, it's right here. The colors are slightly different, I do believe. Not that much different, but slightly, I think. Actually, no, I actually tuned it backwards. Oh, interesting. So I actually came back to this, I think. But anyways, so long rant over. All I'm trying to say is that I got stuck, and I'm trying to get myself out of a stuck loop. And she's not like really wearing pants here, by the way. I haven't sorted out what's gonna go on in like the bottom half. So it looks like she's naked. I think over here, so she's not wearing shoes. But yes, so I could just continue painting, I suppose. Honestly, in terms of practicing for color, this is probably where I should stop, right? If I just want to target colors, this is probably where I should stop. I think it's got enough colors to help me paint, right? For every object, there's some shadowy colors, there's some light related colors, right? And then beyond that, maybe there's a little bit of like secondary lighting, say for example from the sky, the blue from the sky, the red that's bouncing off the ground, and so on and so forth. So I think as long as I'm looking at this and I feel like, hey, the colors looks fine, then I think as a color practice, this is probably good enough. Although to be fair, like without actually rendering through all the way, I don't know if I do actually have enough colors or there's anything else that I should account for. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of things, so yeah, there's multiple ways to go about this. In any case, I think right now, if I do want to move forward with this, I need to sort out at least the character's pose, right? Everything else can just be painted. I don't really care too much. That's part of the not thinking part. I don't want to care too much about the technicals, I think. Right, you can argue that the shadows might not be dark enough in certain areas, or like things might be wonky, or anatomy might not be right, stuff like that. And I'm gonna ignore all of that. I think those things have been... It's just too overwhelming to have everything, to try to make everything perfect at once. So as of right now, if we're just targeting colors and rendering, let's just target colors and rendering. We do the bare minimum for everything else, just to keep things not that wonky, but... Anyways, rant over. Let me see. So... It's gonna end up like the Haru Urara one, where I just basically have no pixels, even if I'm done. Because I don't bother making a new canvas for it. But that's good, I think that's a good thing. Because otherwise I would get too caught up on trying to make it look nice. Again, we just need to... I just want to push through something. It's been a while, I think, since we completed something that's decently complex. I've just been... well, regardless if I've been sick or whatnot, but like we just haven't done anything. What's the last thing I rendered that was decently fine? I think it might have been the GG one. Oh well, I mean, the Urawa one was pretty nice, but the GG one was probably like a character standalone with no environment. Everything else since then has kind of been thrown away halfway. I guess. Oh, that's the hollow one too. Yeah, coming back to this, it doesn't look that bad. Not as bad as I thought it did. Yeah, this cycle is gonna repeat for a while, you know. It took me so many years to get the sketching stuff out of the way, right? Like the sketches in the past is also the same. You draw something, it looks fine, come back, it looks bad, right? Or you get overwhelmed and you don't know what looks bad anymore, like what the problem is anymore. Nowadays, it doesn't really happen anymore. So we just gotta get to the same stage for colors and rendering. It's a very, very, very long journey, I imagine. So I do have to sort out the anatomy here. Yeah, again, I think it might not really sit in the perspective correctly because I'm not gonna draw it with perspective in mind too much. It is just what it is. Whatever that comes out is whatever that comes out. Why do I care about the circle? I don't care about the circle. It's gonna be really awkward because there's no real idea behind this. This is just a background of a character in front, and I just make her walk because it's the most easiest pose that I can come up with that fits the situation. But where she's looking, what kind of emotions, what kind of story, there's nothing. I have nothing for that. Oh, that's a big ass brush, bro. And again, the purpose of the piece is just to get me sorted out, I think, a little bit. I just wanted to do something. So none of that matters. The fact that it doesn't have any meaning doesn't matter. The fact that it's awkward doesn't matter. Actually, I can very easily make it story, right? We can just make her look to the side and just put something on the side, and then that'll be that. That'll be that right there. I can even imply the existence of something off screen by just putting a shadow here, right? That would work as well. So honestly, I guess it's just whatever. Should probably sort the eyes out properly, actually. Cause a lot of issues down the line. But I don't. Hello, Lord. Welcome. Eyes are janky as heck, dude. Jank. Nope, I think it's still higher. Right? I think the size might be wrong, but it's fine. We just deal with that later. It's nice though, like at least nowadays the sketching part really doesn't cause that many issues anymore. In the past, like this would have been like the number of pieces that get dropped at this stage is a lot. It's like at least 80%, I think. Just because I cannot get the pose looking right and my expectations are too high. I'll just drop it and I'll just keep going. I knew back then that inherently that, you know, I should probably lower expectations and just push through. But at the same time, the other side of the argument is that I can always just keep drawing poses after poses after pose, you know. And then that will just get, because I need to be able to draw that anyways, right? If I'm not satisfied, I'm not satisfied. I can just keep going until I am satisfied. But the downside of that is that you just don't really get any wins for the most part. You just kind of keep failing over and over and over. You also don't get to touch colors. Like I haven't touched colors for so long. Still don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I see. Kind of. Is the line properly or what? Are they screwed? Let's not touch it first, I think. I'm gonna wait for the distillation to happen. Oh, it's happened. Okay, check. What if I bring this closer? Oh, that's a tiny ass head. Oh, okay, let me see. I'm doing this without reference, by the way, so this is gonna be really jank. Especially with like a strong perspective like this, I think it's gonna be a little bit bad. Maybe it will work like this. Okay, it looks okay. It's very different from the sketch, but I think this is the correct one. Because the square is like this, right? Target is up, right? Target is up. Target is up. I think it was here somewhere. And then the right. So what? Like this? Bending down, but then the leg is up. So. Oh wait, knee goes up, but the ankle is facing down. For the most part, the knee is still pointing down, I think, right? Because the ankles would be at most relieved a little bit. And the knee should still be pointing down. Yeah, this angle we shouldn't get. Wait, hang on. No, proportion should still be the same, I think. Oh, it's only the same because it's still close enough. Okay, otherwise it would not, because the legs are further away. Or I don't. Do I? What? Anyways, looks good enough. Looks good to me. Don't care. Jank. Yeah, this is gonna be jank. I can feel it. It's gonna be jank. Because I didn't follow that set. But do I care? A little bit. Yes. Can you get? If you do that, it's gonna take a while. Oh, I forgot about the twist on the body actually. Oops. Gonna take a few years to figure that out, I think. You know. It gotten really soft now. Yeah, I don't know about that honestly. Volume is here. Be too strong, so I'll drop it. It's higher, right? Oh yeah, it's higher. Yeah. I was gonna blame doom scrolling for me being sick because sometimes I just sit there and not want to go to bed, right? And doom scrolling makes it so easy. You just keep going. It's new content that always comes up, but yeah, it's not doom scrolling's fault. It's my own fault. So I can't really blame it. If it wasn't doom scrolling, I would have just been scrolling doing something else and try to not sleep that way. Yeah, it's time to lock in, man. All the best to you, Igami. Yes, exams. All the best, dude. She just feels so tired thinking about things that you have to do. Oh man. This is not like the tightest thing. I don't even know if it's correct. I don't think it's correctly placed in perspective either, but something like this would have taken me at least a few hours in the past. At least. Just to get shapes to roughly look right, like all these curves and stuff. To be roughly in perspective and everything, it's gonna take hours, man. Yeah, look at this leg, dude. This leg here, let's say this is the ground. This is this other leg should be on the other step. How does this work? Doesn't feel like there's enough space for me to put the other leg down, but... So this would have to be right here on the edge, I think. I need to shift her back, I think. Okay, great. The line's on the same layer, thank you. God damn it. What? Is she like tilted? Wait, okay. Where's my perspective? Wait, what? Where's my perspective again? Why do I not see it? Am I blind? Oh, that's the wrong layer. Congrats. Yeah, need the rough set of lines here. This spot is probably going out too much for this angle, right? Good enough. The skirt's gonna cover it anyways. Whatever. Just are we in the perspective here? At least vertically, I don't want her to look like she's tilted over. Yeah, this leg here. Okay, let me fix that leg. Huh? Is that even better? Oh, it's straight though, right? It doesn't make sense. Don't bite me. Right, good enough. Okay, is that too big? I mean, it might be too big. Yeah, the hand is like double to my face. Alright, gooey enough. Shoes? Okay, shoes. It's a fucking loaf of bread, dude. It's just a bread skate. It's kind of big. Oh, forearm. looks so stupid. This is this way. Slightly in the front. Slightly in the front. I do have that some of the time. I've been burned by skirts way too many times, I think, because every time my line art is too simple. I'm gonna find something that's actually good. Oh wait, the shadow? Is it gonna be outside? No, but it could be here, right? Okay, yeah. Let's just pretend the sun is here. And then this is just a stupid ass glow, dude. Oh my god. Wait, where does these guys go? Shit. These guys go there? That's bullshit. Oh yeah, and if it's this high, where's the shadow gonna be? It's gonna be outside, dude. What do I put outside? This actually is pretty fast, like considering that it's only been like what, 2 hours? The amount of time spent into this one thing. I've been out for like 2.5. I think I spent the first half an hour like going around circles, and then I did this nonsense. We do like a simple set of lines, and then the background we just kind of, oh yeah, the background's gonna take 5 years. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm starting to zone out. My brain is starting to drift off here. Okay, there's that sequence. These guys are here. Oh, why am I using it like that? It's a very clear sign that I'm not thinking. I'm not following my layers here. Sorry, my folders here. we're going with this res, that means I'm working with this res. What is the call for that then? Wait, did I run it here yet? No, I did not. What did I use here? Oh, I see. I think we'll stick through. Check on them. No, but what's the point? I think I might hop off early today. I don't know what I'm gonna work on tomorrow. I'll see how tired I am. If I'm too tired, I might just continue this, which is unironic. Like, it's ironically a lot more difficult than the other one that I wanted to do, which is just like lines, and then we can maybe keep it a lot simpler, right? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of hopping off early today here. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. I will just hop off here now, I think. And then I'll continue whichever tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining me. Yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.